Hey Shatling, do you like my light? Today we are going to be digesting a childhood favorite, the very hungry caterpillar, but from the perspective of an intellectual, okay? We're grown, you and I are both adults, right? We're gonna take a look at this masterpiece, but with a new set of eyes, through a new lens, because who knows what secrets, what esoteric wisdom is hidden in these pages. Why can't I speak today? I never stutter, and I just stuttered twice back to back in 1 minute. Okay, what's happening? Anyway, The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Are you snuggled up? Do you have hot chocolate? Do you have a blanket? If not, get to it, and then get back to me, okay? You understand? Okay. Title page. Yo, those page turning sounds are fire. Wait, hold on. I might have to tap into some ASMR. How do I read this to you and show you at the same time? Can I just read it and then show you? I'll do that. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. Okay, we have our introduction. Look. Wait, look at how smug. Page 1 and I'm already getting distracted. Why does it look like that? Okay. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and, pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. Now I want you to think, what does that caterpillar represent, huh? I'll tell you what it represents. It represents you and me. And you're gonna find out what this little caterpillar has to say about the human identity, about the human psychology, our behavior, our desires, okay? Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Look at that smug-ass grin. He started to look for some food. Sorry, can you see? He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. This gluttonous whore. Why was he not satisfied with one apple, huh? He's a caterpillar. He doesn't need more than that. One apple is plenty of sustenance for a little caterpillar. Now, does this remind you of yourself? Is there anything that you desire, that you chase, that you consume, that is extremely excessive and unnecessary? What if you're the caterpillar and you're consuming an apple when it's way more than you could ever need? Just because you're so driven by your desires, your material desires, you want that satisfaction, you want that easy fix. But sit with yourself. Why do you let these desires control you? On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. 2 pears. Such gluttony. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. We're reaching dangerous levels of food consumption. Why is he eating this much? What drives him? Is it because eating is enjoyable? Does he understand that eating this much is detrimental to his health? Are you starting to see some parallels, okay? Because sometimes we chase desires and we become blind to their consequences. We chase something because it feels good, and we ignore what the consequences of said indulgence could be. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. I always love this page, by the way. Why did my computer just turn off? I always love this page. The food looks so delicious. Or am I tweaking? Be honest. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. This gluttonous harpy disgusts me. Oh, the page turned. Oopsies. That night, he had a stomachache. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Abandoning your logical reasoning, abandoning your morals, to feed into desire, both figuratively and literally, causes bad things to occur. Who would have thunk it? The next day was Sunday. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that he felt much better. He's so cute. Sometimes what is best for us is not the most grand option. It's not the option that fills us with euphoria, that short-term pleasure. That's not always the best option. Sometimes it's much more simple. It's much more subdued. Sometimes The better option is the one that gives you sustainable, long-term comfort, stable well-being, rather than that short-term high, just like how the caterpillar enjoyed one leaf, as opposed to what he did the day before. Notice the difference? It really makes you think. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon, around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. Isn't he beautiful? The end. Now this really says a lot about the human condition. No matter what trials you face, no matter what mistakes you make, you shouldn't let guilt get to you. You shouldn't let your past mistakes weigh you down. You should learn from them, you should process them, you should right whatever wrongs you can, and then you should move on. Because good things are always coming your way. Even if you have messed up in the past, you are on your way to becoming a beautiful butterfly. Just like this fat-ass caterpillar. It's only a matter of time. What matters is that you stay on your path and you trust the process. Maybe you're in a cocoon right now. Maybe you are. Maybe you are actively turning into a beautiful butterfly. It really makes you think. No matter how bad things get, they can always get better. Twin, thank you for joining me for this wonderful reading. This is genuinely one of the finest pieces of literature of our day and age. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next video. Also, make sure to follow my Twitch because I stream every day. They call me the streamer. Okay? Okay. Bye, Twin. Mwah.